Hey guys, today we're going to do Home Depot. This company is just incredible of what they've done over the past year. And they were power stock. They kind of ran into a lot of resistance, and then all of a sudden, boom, they have just turned into a power stock again, which is extremely rare to see, especially with the lack of volume that we're seeing in this overall market. So we're going to take a look at them. Of course, Home Depot did very well during the pandemic. A lot of mom and pop shops were shut down. People were driven to the big box stores like Home Depot, and they did really well. People were, of course, remodeling their homes, doing their landscaping, etc. And Home Depot definitely found a way to capitalize. They started doing, along with Lowe's, they started doing curbside pickup, which was absolutely flawless. I used it a couple times. Let's see what we can do with Home Depot. There's nothing that I noticed in the news that is really big for them, except for, the earnings that are going to be coming out, or they did come out, whatever that is. I haven't really checked, but that's your guys' responsibility. If this is one of your stocks, stay engaged in it and make sure you know when your earnings dates are or when your big news dates are, and you'll be successful. Let's start with taking a look at the long-term chart, and the reason I zoomed out this far, because I know it's not a 50%er, this is when we were power stock territory. I mean, we got to a low of, let's call it $135, because that's what it looks like, maybe 140. And they had a run all the way up to $300, almost $300. And I was in it. I sold it around this area. I think I sold it right in here just because I saw it get to a peak right here, couldn't break through resistance, did it again. And I said, I don't want to, I did what traders do. I didn't capitalize this time, so I'm going to capitalize next time it gets up to this 300 area. It did. I sold, and it stayed pretty consistent for a very long time, and here we go again into this power stock area. So this is a great looking stock, and I'm going to zoom in on both charts just because I want you guys to see what a power stock is. Remember, a power stock is a stock that is making new all-time highs, and it's over all of its major moving averages. And that's exactly what it's doing. And the tighter the cluster, and when I say tighter the cluster, I mean this, how tight this is. There's no fluctuation out, so we're not getting candlesticks like this, and then all of a sudden we get one that comes down here, and then it gets back up here. So the cluster is, as you can see, wider. This one is just straight up, tight, very few pullbacks, and if the pullback happens, it's very minor. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Now, before I go any further, this power stocks are the reason that I talk about the cookie jar and the crumbs and the cookie. So back in here, when we were right in the middle of the sweet spot, right when that trapdoor closed, this is where we made a lot of money on the run up. Then the stock got over 80% and just kind of started going sideways. And now you can see, let me clear this out. Now you can see this red line is converging on the yellow line, and it's almost about to kind of roll over like this. If that thing does roll over, we're getting a little bit of a pullback today, only 0.5%. But if this stock starts to come down like this, we are going to get a trend reversal, and the power stock kind of run will be over. So this is why I don't like people adding over 80%, because it's not that you can't make money up here. It could very easily be that all we're doing is getting a little pullback, and Home Depot just keeps going like this. The probability is lower that that's going to happen, just because our stochastic is starting to roll over. So remember, when we're trading on charts, the idea is to create the highest probability for ourselves to make money. When you're over 80%, especially getting into, where are we now? Let's see here. Let's see what percentage we're at. 98%. Not much more room to run unless we can just continue to go sideways on the stochastic and the price keeps going up on us. So the likelihood is not as high that that's going to continue. But regardless, let's zoom in a little bit more and see what we can do with Home Depot. So we have this thing rolling over. I'm not adding if I'm anybody. This right now is for people that are in Home Depot stock, not people that are trying to get into it for the first time. If you own the stock, I'm talking to you right now. As long as your stochastic continues to go sideways like this is speaking to people that own the stock. What I need to see, if I'm you, is we get a little pullback, no problem. As long as we start getting green candlesticks that start moving up and taking out the highs of Monday and Tuesday, especially Monday, that is when I will be more comfortable buying this thing. If you can clear $320 a share, I do think that Home Depot can continue to run a little bit. But just know that there is going to be a point where this red line starts to roll through the yellow, like such, and it's not dropping below 80% yet. If this happened to me, if the red line dropped below the yellow above 80%, I am personally taking profits on it because I am a more conservative person when it comes to doing this. So I would want to take profits, kind of secure my gains. And by taking profits, I mean, say you had $1,000 in the stock. For example, it goes up 10%. So you have $1,100 now. I am selling $100 worth of shares and keeping my initial investment of $1,000. That's what I mean by taking profits. So taking profits doesn't mean exiting your position. It just means taking your gains off the table. So that's what I would be doing if the red line crossed under the yellow. Now, if the red line eventually crosses below 80%, like so, then I'm selling my position. That is definitely my sell, where I liquidate the entire position, find a new stock, or go short on it, whatever you decide to do. So you just need good green engulfing candlesticks, breaking out like this, taking out Monday's high to go ahead and add to it. From a swing trade perspective, not bad. I mean, I do think that you have room to play between 320 and 307. So up and down in both directions. I think you'll consolidate in here. If you get a green engulfing candlestick tomorrow, go for it. You're well above your major moving averages. You have a great trend going on. Look at all this buying volume in the last month. This is very good. So let's see how they are from a day trading perspective. I'm going to guess that they're not the best, but let's see. And the only reason I say that, it doesn't mean that you can't day trade them. It just means that I don't think that there's the daily movement like we saw on yesterday's video, which was Lululemon. Lululemon, it moves quite a bit per day. It's not that it's volatile, because it is, but it's not. It's not like a Neo or a Tesla or something crazy like that. It kind of stays within its range, but it does have those 2 to 3% movement days. So with this, of course, we're looking for, I'm just going to go to yesterday and just show you guys what I mean. So if we want to day trade to go long, we have to be between 80 and 100 on our stochastic, on our trend line. If we want to go short, we have to be between 0 and 20 on our trend line. We do not want to be in the middle. We don't want to be in this area right here. And I'm going to clear this out and show you. All day yesterday, we were in this middle area. And that is basically, you can't do anything with that if you're a day trader. What you want to see to go long is this. Be over 80%, between 80 and 100, with good engulfing candlesticks like not that one, like these two that we saw throughout the day. That's when you can add to your position. So even today, we're down here. It's bouncing around, but see how we continuously keep popping over 20%? That's not ideal. We want to consistently be under that number or be over that number, depending on what you're doing. Like Monday was absolutely perfect. So that's it for Home Depot. I don't think it's the best stock to day trade, but that's your choice. You guys do whatever you like to do. So let's do a quick recap of what we would do. If you own Home Depot, not getting it for the first time, if you own Home Depot, you can add on new engulfing candlesticks that go like this, break out above Monday's high. As soon as that red line rolls under the yellow one, I would take my profits. As soon as the red line drops under 80%, I would sell my position. On a swing trade, your moving averages, that's wonderful. I think if you can get some green engulfing candlesticks like this, you have room to play up until 320. It'll probably bounce off that, come down a little bit, unless there's big news. And I think you'll just bounce around in this $13 range for a while until something big comes out. Make sure you double check on their earnings. From a 15-minute perspective, that you have there's days that are good, there's days that are bad. If you want to do something with this $312 stock, I think that it's better to do Lululemon if you're looking in that price range. But if you want to, you will definitely have days where you can capitalize on Home Depot. So if you like this, join the Bid and Ask Nation. $61 right now. The price is going up. I think there's just over 10 spots available. Don't forget that we are giving away 2 Teslas. Once we hit 50,000 subscribers and 100,000 subscribers, patrons are automatically entered. All the Everything Money software comes out on the 15th of April. So that's just a few days from now. Yeah, if you join the Bid and Ask Nation, you get full access to me. What's better than that? I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Peace.
Thanks so much for watching the video. We hope you were intrigued. If this style of investing speaks to you, click the link below to join our Patreon. As a patron, you get access to a wonderful community of like-minded investors where you can chat, connect, ask questions, and share ideas with badasses like you all over the world. The best part is you get the amazing Everything Money software. This is revolutionary, unlike any YouTube page. You can track your investments, look at stocks, and quickly run our 8-pillar analysis on any company you like. The top tier patrons get direct access to Paul and Trader Mo. You'll see their daily trades, their updated portfolios, and every options contract they write on a daily basis. We provide Patreon exclusive videos just for you, including live streams and exclusive content from our team. Our bottom patron tiers fill fast, so join today. But hey, if you don't believe me, look at all of our patrons' amazing success stories. In comparison to other financial platforms, our software is by far the best value. This is your chance to get serious about investing. If you're finally ready to level up your investing game, join our Patreon and let's start kicking ass together.